Hey going guys, this is Storm and this is episode 32 of my single player Tiveden world. Hope you guys are going awesomely well. I'm over here by the Guardian farm, or what will become my Guardian farm. Oh, what did I get then? Some boots. How nice. But yeah, this is where we left off in the last episode, where we basically got the outside perimeter wall here complete. And now I need to start working on another wall, which is just a few more blocks inwards, and that will become our main farm area. So that's what I'm going to work on in this episode. I'm going to get straight into the building. It's going to take a lot of time. There's a lot of blocks to be placed, and then I've got the challenging task of removing water. But let's start working on the wall first. This block is marking the edge of one of the walls, and it's 11 source water blocks from this wall and from this wall. And then I'm going to do the same down this end, and then I'm basically going to create myself a square in here, and this is where the main farm area will be. So I'm going to mark out the corners, and then we'll get started filling in the walls. Damn it, missed that fish. So I've completed the top of the inner wall here, and you can now start to grasp how big this farm's going to be. It's still going to be quite a large farm, even though I've come in at quite a few blocks, well, 11 blocks exactly, from the outside walls here. Couple of reasons. One is, yeah, go big or go home. No, I pretty rarely make large farms like this, but with these these guardian mobs, they're pretty awesome to look at. So if I'm not using this as a farm, it might be worthwhile just come out here and just stare at these guys all day. I find them entertaining. So main thing is to do now is to fill these walls all the way down to, well, basically until they hit the ground. Either that's the ground or the top of the monument here. And something I didn't mention before was this isn't exactly a square. So this whole ocean monument space here isn't exactly a square. It's pretty close to a square, but it's not quite. Whoa! Damn, you knocked me pretty far just then. But yeah, so this basically from this edge all the way down to here, it's just a little bit longer than from this edge to this edge. But that's okay. I'll make that work. But yeah, basically this wall is going to be 11 blocks in from this outside wall all the way around. Now there will be a reason for why it's 11 blocks, and I'll show you guys when I get to that. But yeah, for now, let's fill this all the way down to the ground level. So I've been getting zapped all the time here, so what I'm going to do... Whoa! There we go again. I think I need to try and protect my armor a little bit, otherwise I'm just going to ruin all my diamond armor here. So what I had a thought of what we could do here is... let's use some invisibility potions. I wonder if that's going to be worthwhile. I did brew a couple. I did go and get some fermented spider eyes back from a main island. And yeah, I thought that could be pretty interesting to see if that will stop these guardians from attacking me. So let's sleep first. Let's get rid of this nighttime. Oh, yep, that was my pretty crappy sleep impersonation. But okay, let's put away some of my armor here. Let's leave the boots on, and let's just see what happens when I leave the boots on. Let's put that armor away. Let's grab ourselves some invisibility. And what else do I need to do? Snack on something, I guess. And let's go and try this again. Let's just see if these guys still attack me if I use invisibility. It will be interesting to see, yeah, if they do attack me, how much damage they take without all the armor on me. So there we go. I've got the invisibility on at the moment. Certainly can't see much without my Aqua Affinity helmet, but that's okay. Can't see these guardians even if they're down here, so... I might see it, or I'll basically leave it like this for a while and I'll see if it's going to help. But so far so good, but yeah, it's hard to know without any guardians around. But yeah, I might yeah, continue to use some invisibility potions just for a while. Try and save my armor a little bit. Oh, I'm drowning. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, well, pretty much recovered from where I left off after I died a horrible death, drowning and getting slaughtered by guardians. I had to go back to the main island to collect some more supplies. Couldn't find my helmet, couldn't find my shovel, so yeah, that was disappointing. Particularly when I died not too far, and it's not that deep here. I had night vision and whatnot, and I still couldn't find the damn drops. But that's okay, I managed to get most things back on track. I'm going to try a different tactic now by using a potion of night vision, potion of water breathing, and a potion of invisibility. Wow, couldn't spit that out. And yeah, I'm going to not use any armor at all. Means I won't be able to run around as fast as I want in the water because I don't have the depth strider on my boots anymore. But yeah, it should pretty much make me immune to the guardians, so that should at least allow me to finish off the main building here. I'm about halfway through, I think, putting in the main walls. Let's take a peek. I'll just drink all these potions and I'll take a look for you guys. Thirsty. Alrighty, so there you go. Yeah, I'm about halfway down, I guess. This wall's done. I think this back wall is done, and this one's about half done as well. So yeah, just over halfway, I guess. Putting all this together. As we'll collect all this ink sacs while I'm down here. And yeah, it's coming along okay. It's not. It would have been a lot better if I could keep using my depth strider boots, but that's alright. I'll just be able to just casually wander around now that I've got my eight minutes of breathing underwater, basically, with my potions, so I can just at my leisure just place these blocks, and I've got no worries at all about getting hunted by these guardians. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll come back to you guys once I've finished putting in this wall here. So check it out, guys. The wall is complete. And it looks pretty cool when you look down like this. You can see all the way down to the ground level. And yeah, it took a little while, but this building method using the potion technique certainly worked. It wasn't too bad. And yeah, the wall is all done. So now we're on to the next phase, which is probably to remove the main monument blocks in here. I do like just staring at these guardians that are swimming around. And it has sort of made me confirm my thoughts for this farm, which is I'm not going to go for the super efficient farm. I'm going to pretty much leave this whole area in here just a nice big cube area of water. So yeah, I can just come along and watch these guys swim around, and every now and then when they go down to the bottom, they'll go to a collection area for yeah, for experiencing their drops. So that's what I want to do. So I think what I'm going to do first is remove the water out here or remove the blocks in here. I know which is the easier, this one, but yeah, what I think I'll do is I'll yeah, probably get started removing these blocks, and then we'll take a final look before we start working on this water out here, and then I can start working on the main collection system. Well, you wouldn't think it, but I've been working on this for over an hour since the last cut, and you can hardly tell I've made a difference, can you? Man, there's a lot of blocks here. It just takes ages to mine these things out, particularly when you're mining underwater, and I do have efficiency 5 on this particular pick, and yep, it's not really helping. It's just taking a long time. This is the level that I want to get down to, though. This is where I basically want the bottom of the farm to be, just on this level here. And I've started to, well, tried to get this wall all the way down to this level. So basically cutting now down through the monument. And there's a few spots that I've left. I've just left a few of these seed lanterns in here for now. But yeah, I've pretty much got most of this done. Oh, I missed the spot just there. Can I get it? It's either that or it's a rendering glitch. Oh, there we go. Was a missing block. So yeah, this is taking a long time. This is going to be an ongoing project, so I'm probably just going to work on this in my spare time to try and basically get rid of all these blocks. I am tempted to build some kind of structure inside here, but I know that would be just as time intensive as well, so might be just clearing out all the blocks. That might be the easiest way. so then I can just put in the caption area underneath. But what I wanted to do was just to show you guys the kind of idea I had for clearing out the water on these outside ring. And I'm just going to get the materials together to show you guys that. Then I've got a few other things I want to do. Alrighty, so I'm just starting to get prepared here to attempt to start to come up with a pattern to remove the water from this outside area here, and eventually I'll need to be able to remove the water all the way around here, just leaving the water on the inside of this square here. And that's going to be no simple quick task, and there's a few ways to do it. This is probably one method that a lot of people use, which is just filling an area with sand, and then I guess you put a torch or something underneath to collect all the sand afterwards. You can just imagine how much sand you're going to have to put in here to fill an area like this. That would just take forever. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I guess another possibility now in 1.8 is we can use the the sponge block. But yeah, there is a bit of a problem, and that is you could see just there the water just started to fill in around this particular sponge block. So yeah, that's not going to work unless you create a small area, a little pattern, I guess, to stop all the water caving in on itself. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to use sponges on a large area like this. On the smaller areas to clean up the odd bit of water, I think I'll use the sponges, and I think they'll work quite well in that situation. And by the way, I did get 2 more sponge rooms in the other monument, which is down that direction. So 3 sponge rooms in that particular one. So I just got over a stack of sponges now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, no, that's not what I want to do. So what I want to do for trying to clear out some water, and yeah, let's just do it. I haven't taken a world save, and I was just thinking, should I save the world before I try this? Let's roll with it. Let's go dangerous. Okay, so what I want to do is build some kind of redstone contraption. I have experimented with this a little bit in Creative World to see what kind of design would be the simplest and the quickest to rebuild, because that's the other key thing. I need to be able to remove a whole bunch of water here and rebuild the contraption. So I'm going to have a go doing this. Okay, so what do I need? Let's get some supplies ready first. Okay, the easiest thing to do will be to build, let's just build the main contraption first. I'm sure it's something that you guys have seen before. It's not a design that not the main design that I've come up with before, but it was something that's on the Minecraft wiki in terms of the engine design, and I've just tweaked it a little bit to suit my purpose. So let me think. What do I need? I don't need that. I need a slime block. That's what I need. In fact, let's get our inventory here a little bit more organized. Okay, I don't need any more dirt. I'm going to need that. Won't need my sponges. And is that about it? That's probably about it, besides that. Let's do that. Okay, so what I need to do is put down my sponge block. Sponge blob. Sponge block. Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty cool now when you place these blocks. They make the squishy sound. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just remove that dirt block, and then what do I need to do? I need to, let's do this. Okay. I hate placing pistons. They always don't want to cooperate with me. I've just got some sticky pistons here. So the 2 pistons I just placed were regular pistons, and now I'm just going to place a sticky piston. All I need to do is place another slime block, and we're pretty much good to go. Now, the key thing that I'm going to do here to try and clear out some water is, let's use some dirt. So I've got dirt here, and then I'm going to run this along here. I'll explain how this will work in a second. So basically, the width of this area is important because the slime blocks can only pull with each other 12 blocks. So I get 12 blocks by this contraption. So it's 11 blocks wide, if you remember. Plus there's a block here joining to the slime block, so that makes 12. So that's why I wanted this width here to be 11 blocks. And yeah, so what's going to happen is that all this here, this whole area here is still going to be made of water. So I still need to remove this water. That's something I should be able to do reasonably simply. I think so. Yeah, I'll have to think about that a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I can. And yeah, now just in case this thing goes a little bit crazy, I'm going to put a stoppage. So because it can only move 12 blocks, if there's any block in front of it that's going to attach to this whole contraption just here, the whole design will stop. And it will make more sense when I have it up and running. I'm just going to put a block down here to make sure it doesn't run forever and go off into the ether and crash my world. So, okay, so we're pretty much good to go. All I need to do is put down a couple of redstone blocks, and let's prime this thing. Whoa! Okay, so I think we're good to go. Let's try it. Okay, now I'm going to get that while this piston here keeps getting updates, so block updates. So I need to stop it from doing that. The only way I can really do that easily is to just wrap some dirt around here. So that should be enough to get this going, I think. We'll see. Let's try this again. Let's start this engine up. And let's go again. Okay, so it's still getting block updates from the side here. So it just means before I have to start this whole engine, I have to stop the water from coming in from this side. Whoa! Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if we can get out of here. Whoa! Okay. Let's try something like this for now. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of tweaking involved to get this design working. Let's move this down a little bit. Let's move it down to about here somewhere. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. See if we can make better progress this time. Okay, it should be ready to go. There we go. Now, you should be able to tell what it's doing is, see how there's water on this top level here? All these are source blocks. Ah, now the whole source blocks for the top row have been removed. So that's one idea that I had to remove. Yeah, basically remove water from these outside rings. And because the width of this, it's going to fit perfectly along here. Now, there's a few extra tweaks you could try and make, and I have tried to experiment with this by using this particular slime block here to its advantage of sticking and moving blocks along. But what I found, particularly while I was mucking around this in the creative world, is that the more time you invest in trying to make a more fancy design to do more blocks that it removes in one sweep, the longer it takes to build it. So I find that if I were to just do this and then set it going, and in fact what I could do is, let's just put down a whole bunch of sand down this other end here, and I could let it run all the way down to this end. So I think I'll do that. What I'll do is I'll just fill in this part with sand. Where is it? Just here. So I'm going to fill in this block here with sand all the way down to the bottom. So basically fill it in like this, and then we'll let it run all the way down to this end. So the sand has been placed. Now we're good to start this engine. All I need to do is trigger a block update for this piston, and it should be off and running. Whoa. Okay, needed a bit of a jump start. And now let's go. Well, that's loud. So let's go all the way down to the end here, and fingers crossed this keeps running. Yep, here it comes, and it should stop without pushing all my glass off out into the ocean. If it does keep running, then I'm in a world of pain, but it should stop nicely when it gets to this end here. There we go. And it even parks itself. So, yeah, that was probably the quickest way that I can think of to remove... Oh, I can't even get out of here now. I didn't plan that too well. Let's remove one of these blocks. Come on, sand. Let me out. You will break anytime. Oh my goodness. Come on. Any second now. Oh, finally. Okay, so yeah, so this was one of the quickest ways anyway that I can think of to remove water quite efficiently for a large strip like this, and I'll probably do the same pattern down the other end because these are the longest paths, and then I'll just do a little zigzag pattern down on these middle sections to remove the water. So that's the kind of thinking that I had. I guess another line of thinking is because this is a odd number of blocks in this gap here, I could probably put a strip of blocks down the middle, like a line of sand like this, and then basically try and zigzag sponges on either side to remove the water. But sponges, I find, is just pretty unreliable, to be honest, in terms of what they can remove. So if let's do it in the corner here. So this should remove some of the blocks around the edges. There we go. But yeah, so you can use the blocks in this kind of fashion, but then you've got to go and collect all the sponges, and particularly if you're trying to go on a large surface area like this, then it's just really not going to be that efficient. But yeah, it could work if I put a strip of sand down the middle, I think, and then zigzag with the sponges, but I don't know, I think this still might be the fastest way. Certainly not going to put sand like this all the way around into the source blocks and then torch it or use gravel to reclaim the blocks. I think that's just going to take far too long. And of course, the other real method, I guess, is to use some kind of flammable block and then just set it on fire at the end. But yeah, I'm certainly not going to do that either, just by the sheer volume of blocks you would have to place to really remove all these source blocks. So yeah, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the quickest design. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what you guys can think of. If you can think of a better, more efficient way to remove basically a whole bunch of source water blocks in a large scale like this. But yeah, this is what I came up with. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave the video here. I'm just going to do one more final sweep here, and then I'm going to mull over the challenge ahead of removing all those blocks in this water. I am very keen to hear what you guys have to say if you've got a better idea of how to remove the water on a large scale like this. But yeah, I couldn't think of a reasonably fast way or a quick way than this kind of contraption. So let's set this thing going. Let's race down to the end here and watch it come in. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And in the next episode, hopefully I'll try and dig out all these inside blocks between now and the next episode. And yeah, I'm not going to remove any more of the water because that will just make working on the inside a bit more difficult, because it's decreasing the spawn rate, or concentrating the spawn rate more rather, in the middle there. So I'm going to do that towards the end. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, stay awesome. Alright, see you guys. Cheers.